And welcome back to Math Packet number 3, part 2. We are going to continue with setting up proportions. So I'm just going to zoom in a little bit so you can kind of see what we're doing. So number 1 says Mr. Green works as the art teacher at Hamburg Summer Day Camp. 600 campers participate in the camp every day. Yesterday, Mr. Green helped 6 campers on an art project. What percent of the campers did Mr. Green help yesterday? So the part is, remember our proportion is part over whole equals percent over 100. And we don't have percent in this case, so we know that we need to set up part over whole. So our part is the 6 campers over the whole, which is the 600, equals x over 100. Now again, you can use p for percent if you'd like. I'm just kind of continuing and carrying on from yesterday when we did this. And you're going to cross multiply. So you'll have 600 times x equals 6 times 100. And 600 times x is 600x equals to 600. Opposite of multiply is divide, and we're going to divide by 600. So x is going to equal 1%. So what percent did he help yesterday? 1%. Number 2. Jonah is saving up to purchase a small flat screen television for his bedroom. He saved $80, which is 64% of the total cost of the television. How much does the television cost? So the whole is how much money he saved, and the part is how much he spent. So we're going to have x over 80 equal to 64 over 100. And again, cross multiply. So 100 times x equals 80 times 64. So you'll end up with 100x equals 5,120. Opposite of multiply is to divide, dividing by 100. And you get x equals 51.2. However, we're talking about money, so we're going to add a 0 after the 2, so it's $51.20. So the television costs $51.20. Looking at number 3, Ben saved $75 over the summer from his part-time job. He withdrew 40% of the money to buy new clothes. The rest of the money he kept in his bank account. How much money did Ben spend on new clothes? So again, we have percentage, we have our whole, which is the amount he saved, and we're looking for our part, which is how much money he spent. So we're going to have x over 75 equals 40 over 100. Cross multiply. 100 times x equals 75 times 40. And you end up with 100x equals 3,000. Opposite of multiply is to divide. And we're going to divide by 100 on both sides. So you get x equals 30, and we're talking about money, so $30. So how much money did he spend on new clothes? He spent $30. Number 4, Samantha raises animals and trains them to appear in Hollywood movies. Currently, 23 of her penguins are appearing in a film about global freezing. That is 92% of the penguins Samantha has raised. How many penguins has she raised? So we have our percentage. However, now we're trying to find our whole because only 23 of her penguins are on a film. So you're going to have 23 over x equals 92 over 100. And I actually want you to try and solve that one for yourself. Number 5, Mr. Ivy teaches dance at the middle school. His classes are 90 minutes long and he spends 94% of class time teaching strength and conditioning. How many minutes do Mr. Ivy's students spend on strength and conditioning in each class? So you have your percentage and you have the entire class period. So you're trying to find your part. So you'll have x over 90 equals 94 over 100. And again, I want you to solve this one. Last one, number 6. Christopher plays quarterback for a neighborhood football team. During his team's first game, he executed 60 plays, 42 of which were successful. What percent of Christopher's plays were successful? So success over entire, so 42 over 60 equals x over 100. Trying to find that percent. And I want you to try and do that on your own. If you have questions, please use Google Classroom, Remind, or email, or the phone number I left on Google Classroom. Have a good day.